Hi, I'm Cheryl Duffy, and I'm pleased to take you through this training video, Executive Work-Life Balance. This will provide you with the top 5 tips for executives to avoid divorce. Now, who is this for? It's for CEOs, executives, business leaders who are ready to do what it takes to balance their work and their family life, who are dedicated to preventing ending up in divorce and wanting to reconnect with their family. Now, by the end of this session, you will see how to proactively manage work-life balance so you can have a successful career and marriage. Now, my story. I had a successful career at a global IT company for over 18 years, going through all the different career promotions, ending up being an Asia Pacific lead for end user services. I was very career-oriented. I was results-driven, and my ex-husband used to always say that I lived to work, whereas he worked to live. My career defined me. I was a high achiever, received awards, and had great pride in my success. Life was amazing. Work, family, holidays, investments, and toys, and I thought we had it all, until my husband advised he was leaving. Well, I plummeted into despair, depression, self-sabotaging, which fueled my self-loathing. I had always been successful, but realized, obviously not in my marriage. I had failed. I felt I wasn't good enough, and my self-worth took a dive. It was 11 years ago now when my husband left, and at first I threw myself into work to try not to have to deal with the marriage breakdown. But the loss of the children 50% of the time and seeing their struggles to adapt plummeted me into depression. I hid myself away, not wanting to participate in life, comfort eating and on antidepressants, where I ploughed on 15 kilos, which is 33 pounds. As I put on more and more weight, my self-loathing escalated and my self-confidence and self-worth declined. I was pining for my old life that I couldn't have, but I couldn't move forward either. I stayed in the same house and the same job where my ex-husband worked, which in hindsight shackled me to my old life. So what helped me move on and let go was moving from the family home and leaving my old job. Then the transformation could begin. I went on a health regime, exercising 2 hours a day, eating healthy, and determined to get my life back. I felt a bit like Forrest Gump walking across America and not stopping until I reached my goal. As the transformation started to take hold, people were complimenting me, and that's when my self-esteem started to improve, and my motivation to continue on my health regime to the new me carried me forward to losing 21 kilo, which is 46 pounds, and looking and feeling better than I had in years, even better than I looked when I was married. In hindsight, I wasted those 8 years of my life. My heart really went out to people struggling through a very traumatic time in their life, so I published the bestseller, The Divorce Tango, which outlines my journey, interviews with other divorcees, interviews with lawyers, psychologists, and counselors, and it's really a culmination of challenges and advice for those embarking on divorce. Then I became a divorce coach, and now help others through and beyond divorce to create a life they deserve, so they don't get paralyzed for years, unable to move on like I did. Now, executives have a higher risk of getting divorced, and it made me reflect on my own journey of how I got to that frightful position, and now how I can now help executives proactively create work-life balance so they can fulfill their role as an executive, husband, and father. The top 5 tips for executives to avoid divorce starts with number 1, don't self-sabotage. For me, it was comfort eating, but for you, it could be alcohol, drugs, gambling, or any kind of escapism. A lot of people try to deal with stress in ways that are very self-destructive. You're better off taking up meditation, gym, yoga, anything that calms and de-stresses you. Number 2, Having a great lifestyle isn't enough. You may provide a great lifestyle to the family and think that should be enough to make them happy, but it's not. They want to spend time with you, be connected, and feel valued. Number 3, you don't need to be available 24/7. Empower your management team to make decisions aligned to your strategy so you're not relied upon to be the sole decision maker. Be a role model and lead by example. Number 4, assess the priorities at work and at home. You have an equally important role to play at work and at home, so you need to proactively schedule the weekly priorities of both to create balance. And number 5, measure your success. It's important to not only measure your business success, but you need to measure the success of your family life too. Proactively take the pulse of how the family are feeling, their needs and wants. Look to compromise so you stay connected and involved. Now, my lead principles are as follows. L, listen to the needs of your family and make them a priority. E, empower others so they can make decisions based on your strategy. A, actively manage your weekly schedule for work and family time. D, delegate meetings that are assessed as low value or outcome. You need to manage your work-life balance. Now, my goal is to help you proactively do that so you can have a successful career and home life. So book a call with me to hear about my program.